I'm wondering if you've found yourself in a position where you just think, why do these things keep happening to me? And something happened that was very personal to me today. You know, a friend came around and she was complaining about why things keep happening to her. And I sat there and I tried to help her. And I tried to explain to her that these things happen because she doesn't speak up soon enough. She's kind, getting more and more upset until, off. One day somebody does something and now she's angry and she explodes. And it's because we don't accept who we are inside of ourselves. We don't love ourselves enough to be able to speak up and say, you know what? That feels uncomfortable. The minute it starts feeling uncomfortable, instead we wait, I'm sure other people would handle it. I don't want to look like the bad one. I'm a lady. But actually, other people wouldn't stand for it. And so we fall into this victim trap. And when we're in this victim trap, it's very difficult to see what's out there. And then the minute somebody sits down and says, hang on, but maybe you could do this, or maybe think about bringing this up sooner, speaking up for yourself sooner. When you're in that victim mindset, the immediate thought is, they're criticizing me. They're criticizing me. They're asking me to change because there's something wrong with me. And it's not about there's something wrong with us. And I think that this is such a fundamental issue. We think there's something wrong with us when somebody gives us feedback. No, there could be everything right with us, but we're just not getting effective outcomes. So if we want more effective outcomes for ourselves, we have to change something. Those people out there are not going to change. And we can sit there forever going, they should have done this, they should have done that, but they didn't. And my saying they should have and then still not getting the result I want isn't going to help me either. And I said, speak up sooner. No, I'm a lady. I don't want to be a loudmouth. But it's not about being a loudmouth. We don't have to do it in a loudmouthy way if we speak up in a nice way when we first start noticing that discomfort. You know what? That didn't feel right. I'll give you an example. I was somewhere and I needed practice on something, and I went to my teacher and I said, I need practice. I need practice. I spoke up for myself. Had I sat there and said nothing, I wouldn't have got my practice and I wouldn't have done as well as I did. So I don't see that as being a loudmouth. I see that as standing up for my value and what I think I deserve. And that doesn't make you any less of a lady. So if we want to get out of victim, if we are feeling, why do these things happen to me? That is a surefire way of knowing I'm victim. Not that I'm in a victim mindset, but I'm allowing people to hurt me because I'm not speaking up for myself soon enough. And then when somebody tells you, hey, why don't you change that? If I'm going to then take that as an affront, oh, you mean there's something wrong with me? No, we don't mean there's something wrong with you. We mean you're just not getting the outcome you want. Something has to adapt because outside is never going to adapt to you. I have to adapt so that outside might look at themselves a little bit differently. Whether that means confronting somebody, speaking nicely to somebody and saying we feel uncomfortable, or going and saying this is not on. The point is to do it soon enough. And I used to wait until I also exploded, and then it comes out all wrong. Then we're reactive, then you're the problem. So hopefully this gave you some insight to do things a little bit sooner. And if you want to be proactive and make some changes, and you don't see that as meaning there's something wrong with you, because let's face it, there's something wrong with all of us. If we were all perfect, we wouldn't have been put here in the first place. We would have been up in the heavens on the bugle with the angels. We are here to learn lessons. If you want to learn a lesson and you want to, not learn a lesson, but if you want to get better, get more effective, you can book a call with me if you're serious about wanting to change and you don't see that as there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with all of us. I have news for you. We're all just a work in progress. We're all just learning. I look forward to hearing from you.